give everybody just a little bit of a background about you're CEO at Barry Plant now, but what were the roles that kind of led you to this one?
So I grew up on a farm, and so I had a strong work ethic from a young age. And so I suppose, I couldn't wait to escape the world of working long hours during harvest. So it came to Melbourne when I was 17, went to uni, did a commerce degree, and went into the world of chartered accounting to help fix businesses.
A girlfriend of mine is now the CEO of the biggest publisher in the country. She's got no publishing experience. You would have had people around you with the real estate experience as well, but it still was a challenge, right?
I hadn't experienced this type of emotion before, and so it took me a good 9, 12 months to get my head around these personal outbursts of emotion were just part of what their world was at the time, and then I get my head around that, and then what is it how can I add value into what was at a time a cottage industry, and probably to a degree still is a cottage industry. So bringing the best of the different aspects of the world into real estate, what can I do differently? So that's when I had a turning point.
So how do you go about trying to bring that change and getting people on board for change?
What are the lead indicators of success going forward? Because the way I run a business is quite simple. I find what's important, measure it, and then try and find ways to make sure the dials, the measurements can be dialed up.
Firstly, how did you decide what success looked like? Was that your version of success? Did you talk to your franchise owners? How did you do that?
Basically went and talked to everyone, so at every level. So I talked to the owners, talked to the shareholders who are all owners anyway, and talked a lot, in teams, engagement conversations, and tried to work out, what it was that was so unique about real estate. And at the end of the day, it is unique, but it's not unique.
Don't you find leadership is one of the real issues in the industry? Because as you already said, the majority of business owners were the best salesperson.
It's one of the biggest challenges we face as an industry, I think, is improving the level of leadership across our the broader networks that exist around Australia. Because unless we do, then we need to become an attraction industry, and having those simple philosophies around taking ownership of stuff that goes wrong and making sure you own that and that's part of being servant leadership.